Hey guys, so are you going to Aetherdrift's pre-release? Finally here, Friday. We get Friday. And today I want to help you out. So today is MTG Tuesdays, tips and tricks. And we're going to talk about pre-release and give you some tips and tricks for your Aetherdrift pre-release. Now, I'm not going to break down all the cards and stuff like that. I am learning to do that, and we'll hopefully be putting out some quick info for you guys to help you out with your pre-releases and drafts and stuff like that. But pre-release Friday, Saturday, depending on your LGS, maybe even Sunday. Basically, how does pre-release work? What's going to happen? Because maybe some of you are newer to Magic, you got excited about this card set, or maybe you've never been to pre-release before. So how does it work? So typically at a pre-release, they are going to probably have events that are drafts, which is a lot different, and then there's going to have a pre-release event. So how a pre-release event works is you go into your game store, and they're going to have a pre-release pack, and pre-release pack has 6 packs of cards, and it's going to have typically like a one extra little pack in there that's going to have like one extra like a mythic or rare card you'll get as well on top of that. You open up those packs, all 6 of them, and then from there you build your deck. And then from there, you compete with other people who built the same decks. You build a 40-card deck. You can build more than 40, but basically the rule of thumb is you do 40. You do like 16 or 17 lands, depending on your curve. Like if you're playing a lot of low to the ground, low mana stuff, you don't need a lot of big stuff, a lot of mana, so maybe you run one less mana. But you run like 40 cards in there. You can do more, but again, the math and all that stuff is a whole different argument people have about it. So you build a 40-card deck of what you have. Typically what you want to do is stick with 2 colors. So we kind of talked about this before, but stick with those 2 colors. So, and what you want to find out, and what I recommend doing, and then pay attention, I will try to, after I read some stuff and do discussions, I will kind of do a quick overview of some of the like color pairs. So there's always going to be color pairs that you're going to run, and what you see in those color pairs are going to kind of be, this is the theme. So I already do know Dimir, so blue and black. It's more of an artifacty like thing. So you're going to have these artifact things that are annoying, that are going to annoy your opponent, that are going to like, you get more artifacts, you get value off those artifacts between vehicles and other stuff like that. There's cards in there you're going to want. And so a lot of that stuff helps you with that and helps you get to where you need to get to. It's a lot of fun. It's an enjoyable thing to do. So you want to go ahead and look now. There are people who make really amazing guides. Wizards has put stuff out about different colors, and then what you can find in each of the different colors. Every set is going to have some really good, strong bomb cards. So like cards that are just going to be, you need to make sure that goes in your deck. It's the strongest card you're going to get. It's going to be really, really good. So like for me, this set, if you get the black card Last Ride, you should at least run at least one black to get that card in there, because that card is really, really good. It's going to get you going. It's going to do some really good things. But there are, again, like I said, I haven't done a full review of the set. So there are some cards in the set that are really, really strong. And then sometimes there are cards you're just not going to run. Unless you absolutely have to run them. So when you're doing a pre-release, you're looking and you're building your deck, and basically what I do typically is when I'm opening my packs, I put them based on colors. And you want to kind of keep that mana curve low. So like 1, 2, 3 mana, you have a lot more of those than like 4, 5, and 6. You have less. 4, is not as many, and then 5 and 6, 7, 8 mana, you have very few of those. 1 to 2, maybe 3 at the most in each slot, depending on where they go and what you have. Like if there's a couple of good bombs you got that are like 6 drops, great, congratulations, you got them. But you open those packs, you get what you can. There's just a lot of good cards. You can get some special guest cards, you can get some really strong cards that are just going to turn the tide of the game for you. I will say this, make sure to run plenty of some type of removal. Removal is always key. Every single color has a form of removal. Blue has like counter spells or bounce spells. Green has typically like a fight kind of like spell. Black typically has your removal, --, or remove target creature, destroy target creature. White has sometimes exile effects or board wipes or whatever. Board wipes aren't as important, but if you pull a board wipe, which I think there's only like 1 in the entire set, if I remember correctly, get it. And then figure out your lane. So like, if you're looking at your cards, you're like, man, I've got some really strong cards. So you get like Colodin, and you got some really strong mounts and vehicles, man, build you a Colodin. I think Colodin is going to be a lot of fun in this. I personally believe you're going to have some fun building that. You've got Dimir, you've got all your different colors and what they do. You look at the research, and here's the, you also want to watch people. Now, a lot of people aren't going to know because they haven't had a chance to play it. But typically on the pre-release, they're going to kind of give you a rough idea. This is strong, this is weak. Some of the color pairs may be weaker than others. But you're not going to know the full, really, how well it is until the first weekend, because people get to play, and then they actually get a test and be like, oh, okay, this is bad, this is good. This does well, this does bad. This is what I would do, this is what I wouldn't do. And it helps you, and you can even draft as well. So, but I like sealed, whereas say pre-release, because you get the packs. Now you got to build from there. I like building decks. My execution isn't always there, or the card draw isn't always there, but it's still a lot of fun. I enjoy it. I'm excited. It's been a minute since I've had a chance to do pre-release, so I'm going to be doing my pre-release this Friday. Might be bringing some video and recording some of the games and putting those out as well, depending on how it goes. We shall see if I'm able to, and my partners agree for the recordings and stuff like that. But I would get you out there, go read some of the guides, go find the people who write the guides and be like, okay, what colors, what should I look for? What are my color pairs, things like that. And then you can go from there and have fun, build the deck. But just remember, just have fun, enjoy it. If this is your first time in there and you're a little nervous, ask somebody. They might be able to help you. That look, if you find the right people, they're going to be willing to help you. They're there for fun as well. It's not like, honestly, typically you're not getting like all these amazing, wonderful packs for it. There might be 1 or 2 packs that your game store gives, or some extra bonus like things that they give. But for the most part, it's a lot of fun. You can just have fun doing it and enjoy it. Some people do it just for the bragging rights. I'm the one who won the pre-release. Congratulations, good job. So every game store is different though. But find out what yours is doing. Have fun. Ask people. People will be able to help. If you haven't done a pre-release before, you're kind of confused. You're not sure. You get in and you play your deck, and you're playing against someone who does really, really well. Maybe, and you find out they play Magic for a minute, maybe ask them like, hey, so look, you did really good against me. My deck didn't do so good. What would you take out? What would you add? They might be, if there's time. Again, this is all depending on if there's time, because every round, there's so many minutes in a round. There may be time or may not be time, depending on how long your matches took, and everything like that. You're going to be playing best of 3, so you're going to play first person to get 2 wins. So it can be fun. It can take a minute, but typically the pre-releases are 3 rounds, I believe, with that. Normally not more than that, typically. So, but have fun, enjoy it, build some fun, crazy decks. Vehicles are good. There's a lot of fun vehicles. Don't forget about the vehicles, because that can, if you like, I'm swinging out, I'm going out, put him down to 2, and you forget they have a vehicle and you only have 5 life, and their vehicle is a 6/5, and it's a crew 2, and they drop a 2-drop creature. You forgot about it. So don't forget the vehicles. Vehicles are very important. I do know for a fact there will be people who lose the game because they forgot about the vehicles on the battlefield. So I'm trying to help you. Remember, there's vehicles on the battlefield. They're not creatures at the time, but they will become creatures if they get the right amount of stuff to crew them and send them at you. So be prepared for that. Have fun, enjoy it, build some really fun stuff. I'd love to hear what you guys are building, what you're excited for. Put in the comments below. And as always, we'll see you next time.